We are arranging a talk show here. We are going to talk about the political effects in different sectors of Bangladesh and
Hello everyone, I am Khaled Muhyiddin from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I warmly welcome you all to the talk show Shamkali Shamra presented by Inside Bangla. We all know that in Bangladesh, politics has an influence in every sector, from educational institutions to hospital, from government offices to law enforcement, and even the small shops on the footpaths. It has been 53 years we became independent, but still now in every sector of Bangladesh there are political influence, and for this reason we are not move forward at a systematic way as a nation. To discuss about this topic, today we have Mr. Malik here, who is representing the Dead Food Party, and also we have the researcher and the analyst Sadi Islam, and at last we welcome to Ms. Tahia Tabassum, prominent student leader from our public university. So Mr. Malik, let me start by asking you, how do you see the strong political influence that is in our society? So do you think that this is creating a problem, or this is a negative way in our society?
Thank you for inviting me to this talk show. As you all know, our party has started even before the freedom fighter of Bangladesh. I proudly worked with this party last 40 years. Our goal has served the people and work for the country made stronger. Our Bangladesh started development with our party, and now still we are leading the party. Let me give you some real examples of our work in Padma. A dream project may thought be impossible, but we made it possible without any kind of foreign loan. Even the Daily Star called it a pride and national pride and strength. In Dhaka Metro Rail, Bangladesh's first Metro Rail, Pratham published an article and saying that it would change the way of Dhaka route. Now thousands of people use it every day.
Mr. Malik, I asked you about the influence that exists in our society. So please, can you answer on this topic rather than promoting your own political party?
I will answer your question. May you ever know that Bangladesh has 54 political parties. Some parties they talk big, but when they are in power, they only work for their own benefit, not for the country and the country people. On the other hand, you look our party and party members, they are only they work our party and also they work in country and country people to make stronger them.
So is this over?
The country people in symbol of in many states of our country, state and villages, cities and district level, our party members are working hard.
Okay, thank you so much for your response. Now if I may turn Salih Islam, you are a political researcher and analyst. So what do you think and what is your perspective on this topic? Why is Bangladesh still lagging behind even after the independence of 53 years?
Thank you for your question. I have to say that some countries are also face colonization just like Bangladesh, and for nearly the same amount of time or even longer. But today they seem far ahead of us. Why? Because political instability slowed us down. Instead of focusing our own development, our politics is often full of conflict and division. This becomes our national unity, and the absence of honest, visionary leadership continues to hurt us. We need the leaders who serve the people, not just themselves. Countries like Malaysia, Singapore and South Korea also face colonization, war and poverty, but they turn things around with strong leadership and long-term planning and strict action against corruption. They invested in education, skill industries and technology. In contrast, Bangladesh, after gaining independence in 1971, had to start from scratch. We had a broken economy, weak institutions and political unrest. For many years, our focus was more survival than our own growth. But that doesn't mean Bangladesh hasn't made any progress. In fact, we have made great achievements in many areas. Our garment industry is among the top in the world. In fact, in social many indicators, we are doing better than some richer countries.
Recently a tragic incident in Milestone. So do you think that in behind there is a political influence?
Yeah, the recent tragedy at Milestone School and College is not just an accident, it's a result of deep corruption. It really saddens me that while the students from Milestone are lying in hospital beds, injured and in pain, some of our so-called leaders come to protest against them, not for the victims. Is this the leadership look like? Turning on back on the injured, blaming the victim instead of demanding justice? Real leaders always stand with the people, not for them. We need the voices of courage, not politics. We need unity, not division. To those who protest the sufferings, I ask, where is your unity?
Miss Sadia, you cannot blame our party. You can see this tragedy.
Please calm down. Miss Sadia, thank you for your answer. Now I turn to Tahiyata Wasum. You are a prominent student leader from a public university. So do you think that political influence disturb our education system and it is affecting our quality of research and the activities in our institutions?
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here. Student life is meant to be a time for learning, growing and preparing for future. But when politics enters this field in the wrong way, it becomes a serious problem. Most of the public universities in Bangladesh is involved with student politics. But student politics is no longer about leadership. Instead, it's about power on campus. The normal students who just want to study, sometimes they are bound to get involved so that they can survive. Otherwise, they get threats and the extreme level is to get beaten and killed by the political leaders.
So can you give our audience any real life example?
Yes, of course. How can we forget about Abrar Fahad, who was killed in Wood campus in 2019? This brilliant boy was brutally killed by some so-called campus leaders.
So what do you think? Why is this happening?
So there is always a question why there is no development in Bangladesh. In that case, we have to focus on research. But tell me, how can a student do a proper research when their campus is full of politics and fear? So lack of research is one of the main reasons behind this.
If you talk about a recent tragedy of Milestone.
I want to say about Milestone that the Milestone tragedy shows us how system is so careless. This is so careless, and where is the accountability? I am going to ask you a question to Mr. Malik. Please tell us, do you politicians really think about the welfare of our society?
Yeah, we obviously think.
Yeah, we can see that. And
So Tahiyata Wasum, what do you think that student politics should be banned in educational institutions?
in our country, student politics is not a good example. It's in a bad term, it's full of violence. So in my opinion, student politics should be banned.
Miss Tahiyata Wasum, I cannot agree to students should not be banned. If we ban student politics, who will lead our country? Who will run our party?
Let me finish. Student politics should be banned. Otherwise, who will run our country? Will the campus leaders do develop in our future?
Yeah, we obviously think in campus leaders, they who make a huge attention in the country will create a leader in future.
No, I don't think so. I think student politics should be banned. If it's value-based and helpful for society, it should be doing in the campus. Otherwise, it should be banned.
No, it not should be banned.
Mr. Malik, I think she make a very pointable things that in our society, like you so-called politicians are the main villain, and for them, all the Bangladeshi people are traumatized of this political person.
You are insulting me.
No, I am not insulting you.
You are insulting me.
We are on live. We are on live.
You are insulting me. Mr. Malik, I need a mic. I need this to talk to mic now.
Dear audience, sorry for this incident, and Tahiyata Wasum has made a very important topic that is also reflecting in our society, and I think that if as long we run after this so-called politician, they always use us, and when they are when they become popular or they earn more money, they will leave our country, and we, the normal public, are main for the problem in our life. So I think that this issue is political influence in every sector of Bangladesh is very bad for us. And thank you so much for staying with us at the end. And at last, I appreciate your support, and thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.